So, ComiCon is tomorrow.
Yay!
It's from 2 to 8 tomorrow, from 10 to 8 on Saturday, and from 10 to 5 on Sunday. Everybody here will be manning stations for ComiCon in some capacity at some point. What I would like to do for the next little bit is make sure that everybody here can speak intelligently. So these are the flyers that we are giving out. Last year, we might remember that we did some trifold, so we're going to change it up and try something different. You will notice that if you flip over to the back, there's a little bit of information. We kept it short and sweet because it didn't need to be more involved than that. The flyer is specifically geared towards people who are going to cosplay. So there is not stuff on here about like high voltage and VSL and CNC machines. Oh, no, there are CNC machines. But if a person expresses interest in things outside of what's on the flyer, by all means talk to them about it. This is just geared towards the average cosplay person who probably wants to come and 3D print and use the embroidery machine. So the first thing that I want to kind of do is I want you guys to gauge what the answers will be instead of me just telling you. So the question that you will get the most common when somebody walks up is, what's the geek group? Don't all answer at once.
Oh, I didn't know you wanted them verbally to simple.
We are a makerspace where you can come and make stuff.
We are a makerspace and science center where you can build awesome student-minded things.
What's a makerspace?
An organization that collects a bunch of tools where you can come and learn to use to make whatever it is you can think of.
How much does it cost?
$40 a month.
So that's the right answer. We have a billion ways to pay because you can pay quarterly, you can pay annually. Unless they specifically ask, the answer is $40 a month. Because if you tell them it's $40 a month, or $100, or $300, they're going to look at you like.
Comes in numerical either way.
You want to answer short and sweet because otherwise you overwhelm them. And then they won't remember any of it.
So, can I get it cheaper than $40?
Yes,
Yes.
if you join for a year, it's colored.
Does it cost more to use other stuff in it, or is it just $40 for everything?
There are some items that cost more, but and then you can list the CNC machines and you can list the 3D printers.
Also, you'll notice there's a URL in here that says the eGroup/ComiCon. They will be able to go there and get a lot more information. So you can reference that.
What is the free pass?
The free pass is on that web page, thegeekgroup.org/ComiCon. There is a code for them to have 1 free month.
Wow.
Yes.
One free month, does that work on the internet memberships?
I don't know what you just said. Speak up.
Does it work on the internet membership? The $10
It gets
access
you
to
1 free $40 a month pass.
Okay.
When can I visit you guys?
Monday through Saturday.
We give free tours every Saturday at 12:30. You should come visit.
Do I have to make my first visit the tour, or can I just stop in?
Anytime between 12 p.m. and 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday.
Now say that like you're trying to sell me on it.
You can stop in any day, Monday through Saturday, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Now, are we giving out free monthly passes on purpose, or is this a Rocco problem? I just had to ask. Thank you. Thank you.
On purpose?
Okay, just making sure on that one.
I have a question
What? Really? What?
That was overstacked.
What's your question?
When they ask what do we have, do we specifically talk about what we have that day and not consider future things coming?
What we have, the quick and simple answer that anybody can understand is we have all the tools you would find in a Home Depot and you can use them all.
If they ask what we have, it doesn't benefit you in any way to try to list everything. If they do press you, you can answer it's like a wood shop. an electronics lab. Those are good answers because they're not going to remember specifics and they don't know, they really aren't sure what they're asking at that point. And if they really want more, that would be referencing to the website, telling them to come in on a tour.
Batman said noon to 6.
That's what
Someone
something
said 10 to 6.
So
What's the
visitor
correct?
hours are 12 to 6.
Okay.
If they want to come and sign up with a membership, they can do that anytime before 6.
I got what might be kind of a dumb question, but I've seen a lot of movies, and it just occurred to me that I'm sitting inside a big marked out square on the floor. Now there isn't any visqueen or anything, but I just thought I should ask, what's the big marked
So
out?
the square that we're standing in is the size of our booth. We will be set up over here with the Tesla coil, the ring launcher, and the demo videos. And then the table that you are sitting on here is the Play-Doh and coloring table. And then we will have, and I'm not sure it's going right there, but we will also have a little retail spot. And then the big bulk will be 3D printing and the embroidery machine.
Are we double-sided or are we back for the
We don't know.
Wow, that's helpful. The day before the
We are motivated, nimble, and smart. We will improvise, adapt, and overcome.
I get that. It's just normally before the day before convention, you know.
Next year it'll be better.
They aren't sure yet because this is the first time they've done it in this location.
Okay. That's,
We will have quite a few of the demos up, and this is the part I really wanted to cover because I was hoping that you would all be able to answer the little questions in the beginning. What's this? What does it demonstrate?
How long it takes to annoy every single staff person in the building when children come?
It took every bit of an hour last weekend.
Oh my God.
when balls are out of alignment in the Newton's cradle, it doesn't work that way.
Which Newton's law does this demonstrate?
Conservation.
Properties of energy, energy, and energy transference.
Tell that to me like I'm
That's
6.
not
When
a
you hit a
law.
thing, it hits back.
That's just life.
Wow, this actually hurts to watch, just so you know.
Why do we have a little Newton's cradle?
Because the big
There isn't a person in this room who can answer that question. The reason that we have that is because in 2001, 2000, when half of these people were still in like grade school, Mark Broker built that and a duplicate that used tennis balls so that we could specifically do a thing on the difference between elastic and inelastic collisions and the conservation of angular momentum.
2004.
No, it was way before that.
I watched him build it.
Okay. No, he built this on Little Street.
memory more than yours.
Shut up.
Your memories are 12 years old or 18.
I was 12.
We had that.
But I can answer it. We have that because the big one would take up the whole booth.
I like his answer. That's a good answer. Okay.
Yeah, actually.
It would take up the whole booth and other booths.
So, for real this time, which law of Newton's does this represent? I'm looking for a number.
First, third, fourth, first, fifth.
First is the book.
You must move.
One would be opposite.
Oh God, this hurts so bad. This hurts so bad.
I don't think he's going to agree.
No, that's not a law of motion.
Vast majority of us are not into
I
that.
I feel really dumb right now.
I'd like to demonstrate or point out that this demonstrates why we desperately need researchers in video. So there's someone who figures this out for everyone.
It's been a while.
How about 3? It's going to be 3.
Transference energy. I don't know which number that is.
Conservation of identified energy. But that's not a law of motion, so it's going to be
42.
conservation of momentum. Each reaction has an equal and opposite reaction. What's that?
Newton's first law. When viewed in an inertial reference frame, an object either remains at rest or continues to move at a constant velocity unless acted upon by an external force. Newton's second law.
External force.
The vector sum of the external forces on an object is equal to the mass of that object multiplied by the acceleration factor A of the object F equals ma.
That's number 2.
Newton's third law. When one body exerts a force on a second body, the second body simultaneously exerts a force equal in magnitude and opposite in direction on the first body.
Opposite.
Can we point out the guy who brags about being a physicist and always yell at the perpetual motion guys have to look it up?
I wanted to get the language right.
Yeah, he wanted to get the exact, he knew what.
I do this on the internet and...
The language right, you read it in English?
Oh, okay, we can do it in Latin, bitch. Catholic school coming back at you.
I am sad that not a single person in this room realized the answer to which law does this represent.
All the above.
All of them.
That's a trick question. DL there.
So you start saying things like that, and you're going to get somebody in a room who's like, no robot can act against its, you know, yeah, it's,
I know those.
yeah.
We also know those. Those are important to us.
Guys, focus.
Moving on.
Moving on over here.
Start it out.
What is this?
Fucking death trap waiting to take off the fingers of some unsuspecting 7-year-old is what that thing is.
Are we insured for it?
Actually, yes.
Good.
First
No, it's a
Well, we
phone.
got
Farnsworth Hershey fuser.
Yeah, phone first.
If you get a particularly pedantic person, you can tell them it's a Farnsworth Hershey fuser. And then you make them say who these was before you talk to them.
The art's feeling on.
I know. I'm just going to super glue it back in place and it'll be short.
That thing's getting completely rebuilt between now and Christmas.
So, what is the fuser?
It's a vacuum chamber with an electromagnetic thingy in the middle, and it makes ions go towards the middle, and then they crash into each other, and that releases.
Hold this.
When you say,
All right, guys. Here, we're gonna go simple because what this is depends a lot on who you're talking to. But for the purposes of ComiCon and keeping things very simple, you stick with this is a star in a jar, or this is a tabletop demo fusion reactor. This does not produce nuclear fusion in its state. This machine is not capable of it. It doesn't have a high enough voltage, hard enough vacuum, clean enough stuff. This is a demo fuser. Simple terms, yes, simple terms are this is a star in a jar. We're going to make it much better for your simpler ones.
What people care about when they walk up because they understand that it's a star in a jar, but they say, I'm looking at the chamber and I see it, but I don't know how that's made.
they're calling both DQ lines at the same time.
But they don't understand how that made a color show.
Okay, this is a vacuum chamber that is pulled down by a vacuum pump, controlled by a motor. When you pull the vacuum out, it gets rid of all the molecules of air that would normally be in there, so it makes it easier for things to move around and get excited. We excite them with high voltage that comes up through the big red wire on the bottom here, which really is just a spark plug. It's push. That high voltage excites the few molecules that are left, and they give off light. It starts sliming them together, and they give off light. That's the simple terms. It's so much more complicated than that, but you have to be able to explain this in 30 seconds, and you're going to give up a lot of science when you do that. The whole point behind this machine is to get people interested in it, to get them to want to learn more. Then they can come down here and play with the real fuser. But
Why is it purple?
it's purple because when you ionize air, nitrogen, the air that you're breathing is mostly nitrogen. When you ionize that, it turns purple. If we pulled all the air out and backfilled it with a little bit of neon, it would glow red, like neon. You can get different colors through different gases. Give me some other questions on this. simple ones that people are going to ask.
Why do we have?
No, the question that people tend to ask with the fuser is, that's cool and all, but what does it do? Why did the first guy make it?
Plasma physics and the study of energy.
What I usually like to do with that question is talk them through the leap between this and an
That's a lot.
You got it down short, I've heard her do it 150 times.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
What is a practical usage?
Well, that's why you jump to the TV.
yeah. You go into television, you go into nuclear fusion.
To get a really
Practical application is nuclear power. Long term, way down the chain. The practical application is nuclear power. Because that electricity thing's touching on.
My favorite answer is they didn't know what the practical application was when they made it, but people were able to take this and take the principles from it and revise it into a lot of other things, such as the vacuum tube, television tube, and nuclear power.
Good. What's the vacuum tube?
No.
The thing that they
There's
used
tubes,
to
don't
power
you?
the world for a good 75 years.
A vacuum tube is what transistors were before we had transistors.
I was not alive before transistors.
I know.
Neither was our
Neither was
mother.
I.
That's true, either was
You were.
You're
Alright.
older than
This
me.
one. Does anybody not know what the hell this is?
That's the thingy that makes the music.
Alright. This is a musical Tesla coil. And the simple way of explaining how this works, really simple. There's two different things that they need to take away from you. One, it works like a swing set. It's an electrical swing set. Okay, if you need to explain how a Tesla coil works in 30 seconds, a swing set is the absolute go-to thing. Also, another one that works really well is a wine glass. If you've ever seen somebody rub a wine glass and make it sing, same thing. It's exactly what we're doing, we're playing with resonance.
The question that they ask with this every single time is, I understand how a spark comes out the top, but how does it make music?
Okay, here's how it makes music. Really simple terms that little kids understand. When you see lightning, you always hear thunder. And the reason is, lightning is a spark, and it heats up the air around it. Hot air takes up more space than cold air, so that creates a shock wave, and you feel thunder, right? If you can control the lightning, you can control the thunder. If you make the lightning happen faster, you get higher notes. If the lightning happens slower, you get lower notes. It's really that simple. How you do that is fucking complicated. But the end result, I mean, you're taking it down to when the speaker moves, the sound comes out. But yeah, that's... We won't get into how amplifiers work, just when the speaker moves, the sound comes out.
And what we also like to cover is that we specifically need a board to modulate how the sound comes out.
Yeah, you can talk about how there's a little computer down in the bottom, and when you're talking about this, it is best to have it relatively close to you, preferably not on, and be able to guard. If this is plugged in and fingers go in, kids make squeaky noise. Don't do
I
that.
was actually going to bring up a point last year. We had a real problem with people letting kids under 10 hold neon tubes and stuff, and they would.
Yeah, I was getting to that. So, nobody touches the Tesla coil. Nobody waves their hand over the Tesla coil. You can if you want to show them that you won't die. But if the kids want to, they don't get to. If you hold up the neon tube to show how it works, that's cool. If they want to touch it, only people that get to touch the light tubes are people wearing a staff shirt.
There are things that I think that you will see me get away with these things that you guys cannot, just because I have a lot of experience in like punching children in the face.
Also, there's just the volume of
Yeah,
people.
for ComiCon we can't get away with this. All right.
We have the ring launcher, which I did not bring up here.
Okay. The ring launch is really hard to explain. Like it's easy to
Like
explain.
charges repel. That's all. it is.
Yeah, I'd stick with that. This makes an electromagnet like charges repel. Huh?
Yeah, Casey did that.
Okay.
But the basic one, if somebody's like, well, what's that thing? It's a demonstration of electromagnetism. He's doing it pretty easy to say, so.
Okay.
Paul, would you like to catch the ring?
If they're really
See, now I just picture Casey with the ring launcher on his shoulder like, catch it.
I'm seeing this with the tennis ball.
Okay. Anybody know what this is?
It's a hot glue gun.
That's
It is. It's a robotic hot glue gun.
It's dying very quickly.
This is a machine for burning your fingers in as many ways as quickly possible.
people at ComiCon are never going to mass produce a damn thing.
They're mixed stuff. They're good for making something unique.
So that you can just download a picture off the internet and print out the real thing.
They allow you to make things that cannot be made otherwise.
Or they allow you to make things that you personally cannot make otherwise. A lot of people can 3D model something that they would not have the craft to be able to make themselves, but the computer can make it.
It's a machine that allows you to very inexpensively produce items that may be expensive to make otherwise, impossible to want. You can make exactly what you want. We do a lot of stuff about prototyping and manufacturing on tours here. People at ComiCon are not going to make $600 things.
A big thing you do want to cover when talking about that is because you'll see a lot of people be like, but it can only make something, you know, the size of a Rubik's Cube. Explain to them that you can sand and glue and paint things that are 3D printed, and you can put multiple things together to make bigger things. That's a really important thing to mention because it's not instantly obvious to the average person.
We are not bringing the big one.
No, I'm just saying, are we bringing on the separate 3-piece or 3 or 4-piece rockets that we've got just so we can...
I'm planning on this evening, actually, I'm going to be printing off a scale model of the Apollo rocket, which will be multiple pieces, and it's going to be like this tall, and it's a good example of...
Yeah, that's a good one.
You will get asked a lot how much they cost if you are a representative of Affinia and if we are selling them today.
We are not. We're a sponsor of the League Group. These cost about $1,500, or you can come to our lab and use them anytime you want for the cost of filament, which is
15 cents a gram.
15 cents a gram. How much does the usual print use in grams? Well, it varies.
But a couple of dollars will go a long way.
Okay.
It's Comic-Con. There's a lot of people there that know how to do math in grams. I'm just saying.
They don't know the volume of filament per gram.
Oh, there's that.
Why do you have this type of 3D printer and not one that shoots lasers?
So we haven't got the laser one from Poland yet.
What I usually like to say is these are the ones we have that are portable. What is this?
I was wondering that myself. What the hell is that?
It sounds like...
Parkinson's mice.
I think that's the sound of that light wearing out. I don't know.
Should we cover hygiene and presentation?
Yeah, I wanted to cover the questions first. People who want to buy things, direct them to Matt and anybody in Matt's team. Matt will be training people on purchasing while you're there. Do not give away anything unless I have told you that you can give it away.
Give away all the pamphlets.
Yes.
Yes, that is
Those we
the next thing I was going to say is we are printing lots and lots of them. Every person that you pass, give a pamphlet to, unless they're holding a pamphlet.
Double checking cookie cutters are being given away, correct?
What?
Cookie cutters being given away.
I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
At Comic-Con, a lot of people will just be walking past and you can just be like this and they'll take it. You don't have to actually work hard to give them a flyer.
Probably cold.
Talk to them and be sure to mention, on the back we have our tour information. Any other questions about interacting with the humans at Comic-Con?
My personal recommendation for interacting with the humans at Comic-Con is you get a little thing of Vicks and you put some right here.
I found that bottle this morning.
We will be doing load up at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you are a person who's going to get sweaty and stinky doing load in, then I recommend that you don't wear your nice ski crew shirt to that and that you bring it with you, bring a water bottle, bring some snacks. I don't have a refrigerator available to you, so deal with that however you must. Put it in a backpack. If they see you carrying the food in, they won't let you keep keep it. They don't care that you have it, but they don't want people paying to see you coming in with food. And you can refill your water bottle as much as you want. If you want to get caffeine and things like that, there will be plenty of opportunities to buy it, but if you have to buy stuff, it's your dime. Parking is screwy. You are going to have to pay for parking. If you keep all of your receipts, I will reimburse all parking costs at the end of the weekend. With that in mind, don't plan on running out and back and forth a lot because you're going to have to park like 6 blocks away at night, and I don't think you want to do that.
You carpool?
I recommend carpooling. Yay, carpooling. You must bathe before you come to ComiCon.
With soap and water.
Preferably something that smells like fruit or flowers.
Shaving is recommended if you do it already.
Do not arrive at ComiCon with wet hair, please. It looks really unprofessional if you're still soggy when the day is starting. So if that means that you need to wake up early or blow dry or something, your hair needs to look decent. You're getting 2 shirts. That means that you are obligated to launder one of the shirts between Friday and Sunday. Please. Smile. Talk to every person like they're the first person you've spoken to today.
Have mints.
A lot of mints. You're going to be hoarse, so the mints, aside from making you not smell like a dog, will help you not go hoarse. Do not sound like you're reciting a story. Engage the person that you're talking to. Answer their questions. Don't just like memorize your little speech and then spit it out each time. Actually talk to them. It's going to drive you nuts and you're really going to be sick of it after like an hour and then you realize you have 8 more to go. But it's how you do it effectively. If you just talk to them and not with them, they're not going to come back. Last year we had like 15 people actually sign up, become members, and participate after ComiCon, which is pretty awesome. I made a choice several months ago of which event we wanted to put all of our effort into, and our choices were Maker Faire or ComiCon. You will notice that we did not have everybody at Maker Faire this year. We did stuff here for it, but we're putting all of our effort into doing this weekend.
I didn't even know what Maker Faire was.
This is more our crowd. These are the people who like to make things, like to tinker, and generally have a little bit of disposable income to purchase things. We will be rotating stations, so if you are just so sick of the fuser, oh my god, find somebody to switch with you. And we'll just rotate around. We will have a couple people on Play-Doh duty. If you're just not feeling your mojo, we will put you on Play-Doh duty for a little while and then give somebody else a break. That's kind of like the default break table, because it's for the little kids. We have the Play-Doh and the coloring book set up so that if mom wants to come and look at stuff, the little kid can sit there and occupy themselves. Because previously the parents have had the kids running around in circles and so they leave because they're like, oh, my kid's bored.
And we made our own coloring
We
books.
did. We have dinosaur coloring sheets. You get one guess who made them.
Jerry.
My lady artistic ability comes in.
What's a Roentgen?
Really?
I don't know what that is. It says Roentgens per hour.
I don't see where that concerned with explaining that much.
Those don't work.
If they're that close to it, they need to back up.
It's a guy. It's a guy, and you should look it up and learn how to say his name.
Any other questions? So for today, before we leave, the van is going to be full of everything except the 3D printers, because we're going to be printing late into the night.
Yep.
We need the tablecloths, we need Play-Doh, we need these demos, we need the ring launcher, and anything else you can think of. Because tomorrow morning, we're going to meet here, but we're just going to immediately go and empty the van.
Are we sure on the big balloons yet? Like garage and kicker?
Those are weather dependent,
Okay, so be prepared to bring them to.
but be prepared to not. We can't set up any big booms in the room, so we are working on doing some outside, but it's completely weather dependent.
It's gonna suck.
And right now it's supposed to be
Yeah.
awful.
I wouldn't plan on bringing, but do bring the air cannon, but not the air compressor. I'd like to have the cannon on display, because that's something that'll go over well with a lot of these guys.
Also, we're bringing the dinosaur.
Oh, cool.
We're gonna have it as a backdrop item.
What's gonna be the standard for smoke breaks? 'Cause I'm pretty sure the boss place isn't gonna let people vape inside.
Oh, yeah, this was a huge problem last year, and everybody who didn't listen to me, if you don't listen to me this year, I'm kicking you out. You cannot vape in ComiCon. If you need to vape, by all means, go sneak outside, do your 10 minutes, and then come back in. But the one and only thing that I got yelled at last year was they caught people vaping.
You don't get to do like every other 10 minutes to smoke either. I've worked in restaurants and if you're that asshole, I will be talking to you.
But don't try to suffer through the whole day without nicotine, because I don't want to put up with you if you're on a nicotine withdrawal. But go take a couple minutes, go outside, you can vape outside, and then come back in. But don't try to sneak it, don't do it in the bathroom, don't do it in the hallway. Go outside. Don't feel shy about coming home in. I need 5 minutes. Go.
Badge.
You must wear your geek group badge.
Along with your ComiCon badge.
Yes. We will be divvying up Comic-Con badges after we get there tomorrow. They'll be waiting for us.
We have unsublimated necklaces if you want one for your geek group.
We have plenty, don't worry about it. We have lots and lots of tags.
Anything else?
Is there someone assigned to make this work better?
This works as good as this works.
Yes.
It's not going to get better aligned between now and Comic-Con. That's a job.
That's fine.
This is a little kid demo. It works great.
It works long enough for their attention span.
Yeah, all they do is they go 1 ball, 2 ball, 3 ball, 4 ball, 3 ball, and then they walk away.
My favorite was 3 ball.
I've done that with the big one and had bowling balls explode. It's really cool, yes. The downside with the big one is you get little kids that want to walk up and they come up to the end and they pull it back and they pull it way back.
And that comes back and hits them in the
I have a whole tote, I have like a half a Gaylord full of cracked bowling balls.
Last year at Maker Faire, Nikki got so good, like, come back here. Because the kid would grab it, and if she had to pick between the bowling ball breaking and the kid getting a concussion, she'd go for the child.
Right. Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Put 2 people at each end. One's on kid duty, one's on bowling ball duty.
That tends to be a self-burning problem for the kids.
That's kind of how I feel about it, but that's why they don't let me staff that demo anymore.
Glory to the G pool.
Yeah.
You and Kidwell are just off.
Yeah, we're
Yes?
A grown, intelligent adult wants to put their hand in the coil.
The only people that can touch it are wearing a Geek Group staff shirt.
Just want to make sure.
there is no ambiguity in that at all.
I want to make sure I'm
Comic-Con rules. No.
And I don't care how much you like them, if they come up and they say that they have a Nobel Prize in physics, they don't get to touch it.
99% of the time, their kid, if they have one, is going to do the same thing that mom or dad's doing.
Right.
So it just opens up the door.
We noticed at the last event that the fuser is more noticeable from certain altitudes.
Oh, yeah.
So picking your kid up is
Well, we're
like,
gonna bring a step stool.
okay.
But if every once in a while you get a little kid who's like, I don't see purple, you're full of shit. Move the child. Because if you're this tall, there's no purple.
Yeah, there's nothing in there.
If you're this tall, there's purple. But from here, there's no purple. I think half the kids just nod and they're like, I take your word for it, but you're kind of crazy. So we're gonna bring a little step stool.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right.
Got a count yet?
$16. Alrighty. Grand total 36.
They're boxing stuff up right now.
How many you got in there today?
There's 15 here and another 10 online.
Cool.
Anything you would like to supplement? Because this this I can do in parallel to Jesse, to Jerry using the press, because it's a different press.
Bring me a water bottle and a piece of paper and let's see how much room we lose.
Yep.
How's it going?
Great.
Yeah?
Yeah, check this out.
That's a lot of
We've
cookie
made a
cutters.
couple cookie cutters.
Cool.
Doing that in the glass, so good.
Everything's better on glass, huh?
The whole world is better. We had to make some pink Hello Kitties.
Cool.
I have like 15 people doing stuff right now.
Yeah, I know. There's a flurry of activity. I'm just putting stuff in bins. I've had a whole day rocking out in high voltage. Things in bins, organizing shelves, moving lots of transformers. So if you've been watching a live stream today, you've seen me doing that. What you doing?
Trailer's next.
Cool.
Playing musical vehicles as well. All the static. All the static. You understand that? Yeah. All of the static.
Where do you want to run this?
I'm going to make their lives easier.
I know that thing. I don't want to use the masking tape for this. I want to use packing tape. Yeah, proper. Or torn. Yes.
What? I have no idea. Okay.
Come here, dopey. Hi. Really? You're offended by the internet? You offended by the internet? Yes. Oh no, dog. Hi. What are you doing? Your sister's kind of weird. The dogs are having fun with knots.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you, guys? Do you? Would you guys just yeah? Give me a minute.
Okay, here you go.
And you're just yeah. I fixed. Feel better now? Yay! So much dog. So much dog. On the lines for safety because the doors are open. And then there's Paul.
No.
I was wondering what you were doing.
I gotta logisticize.
Oh, you're gonna logisticize.
Logisticize.
I used to watch that
That was the thing?
on Saturday mornings. 80s kid, dude. I grew up in the era of the leg warmers. Back when there was hot girls on TV. See, we didn't have internet porn back then. We had aerobics.
Yeah.
No, they used to, like, you could do aerobics on TV. It was a thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
People actually did this for a living.
Hey Casey. Yep. Want to help me not die?
Okay. Did we have plywood that went up the ramp?
No. Not that I recall. Not that I've ever used.
Oh yeah, this is. Go farther back. Lean a little bit more.
Trying to lean and push from the bottom at the same time.
Hey guys, take it down, rotate it 180, and try again. You got the swivel wheels on the back.
Oh, that'd be well.
As does Mita.
Yeah, I have it facing. It's been a while since I've
Like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that won't fall over.
Yeah, we strap it low through the caps. In between the contacts, it actually holds pretty well.
Okay.
I'm already working on a real trailer,
Is
an
it
enclosed
enclosed?
trailer with a drop tail ramp.
See, then I could just leave the small demos in there all the time.
And the small demos are all going to, the new small demos are going to be overhauled into a standard, and they'll all have the same wheels and the same handles. And for a lot of stuff like the ring launcher and that, like the little ring launcher, you rolled up, you pop 4 latches, and the whole top comes off, and there it is. And just, yeah.
Just make it all one unit.
What?
It's like a Swiss Army knife
Six
of mini demos.
casters, just make it one big unit.
For all the small demos?
Roll
And they all just
Rolled up.
unclick. Have
Yeah, it
you
just
seen
rolls
like
out.
a lunch buffet thing where it just unclicks everything and it just opens up and there's your library?
So we just go with like bento demos?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. What's next?
Yeah, so we put this little table on either side of the thing. It'd be fine. Yep. Totes my goats. Like we're moving into the DeVos Convention Hall. There's a wheel well right there.
The wheel right there.
At least it didn't eat my pants.
Like a glove.
I'm gonna put the other table in. I don't know, this is what a table is. Stand. You should. Thanks. Appreciate it. Tailgate. Wheel well. Like we know what we're doing almost. Almost know what we're doing. Why are you putting something on there? Okay. Is that going?
Yes.
Did you put the air cannon in the van? Okay.
I love the dinosaur just sticking out amongst the pile of stuff. Oh, the little TV monitor and $2. Slide. Yeah.
A little handle on the back, I don't want it to.
Well, we're gonna have to rotate it.
Were you putting like dollies on here as well?
Yeah, these two are. Kids, you remember that headache of finding cards last year?
Yes, I do.
And last year for the card set we ended up using, the Deltaplex had a cart full of like their spare drapery stuff. Just kind of threw it off the cart and used that. This year, I ain't playing that game. That'll all hold just fine.
Then hit the brakes. Just don't hit the brakes, you'll be fine.
And who needs them? They don't work very well in the van anyway. Making it run with water. What's wrong with the van? Barely runs. Sad thing is, it's the most dependable of the entire fleet we own. Alright.
It's spectacular.
Thinking of with this strap we go under the table. This one will just be holding tosser in place.
Under the table.
Go under both tables. Because the tables, we can just put one strap over the middle and it'll be good.
If you're going to do forward support like that, you only need it high, not low. If you're going to do forward support, is that what you want? Or are you going
over here. Yeah.
Okay, so you
I
want
just
to feed this through instead of the easy end. Got it.
Oh, man. I was just worried about it around this table.
Yeah. You know how we do.
How do we do?
How to do. Let's see,
Under,
not
through, over.
under the second one.
Make sure we're just on the caps.
Yeah.
And not on the contacts.
Do you know how to strap?
Do you even strap, bro? Do you know how to strap?
Nope. I've been faking it for the past 5 years.
We're recently lifting the table here, but that's okay.
That's alright. Yeah, if tosser flips, the whole trailer is flipping as well, so.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh yeah, that's totally safe.
Dude, this is a yard trailer. We bought it on sale from Lowe's.
What do you expect? We paid like $300 for this. If that. I don't even think we paid $300 for it. It was on like super duper sale. This is what you put on your car so you can haul leaves to the little dump.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
totally thinking we should go the other direction. What? Well, we'll see how it goes. But I forgot that lifts up. You can strap it against that.
Right, but then you're putting all the weight
Yeah.
from the top.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, I don't know nothing about trailers.
No.
Neither of us know nothing about trailers.
I'm going to the airport.
Do that thing.
I gotta go do a pickup in rush hour. Yay! All the way to the airport and back in rush hour. I'm loving life. Thank you, sir.
I'm in the press right now. We stopped for dinner.
Oh, I assume as much.
Melissa just sort of reveals, like, part of the way into this, like, yeah, I did this for 10 years.
So that's how it came out.
Yep.
I mean, I guess it would have worked, but not well.
Well, it wouldn't, that was the best it was for. I couldn't get it to,
Yeah.
to go through the hole.
Eyeball on the top.
Not a test.
I actually used a freaking like
Machinist, sure. Great.
If I help out with setup tomorrow morning, do I need to have a shirt for anything?
No.
Okay. Hi!
Tyler's here!
Yes, I'm here.
Even though you're done with your internship.
Yep, I was getting a little bit of help, but then I heard that ComiCon stuff was coming.
You are welcome to come by here and help anytime you want. We like having you
Check out
around.
them PJs.
Yay!
Huh?
Check out them PJs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's...
I didn't expect to be out in public very long, so...
Now you're going to be on the internet.
Yep. Hi, Internet! I'm wearing pajamas at work.
So we will be loading
Could be
in at
worse.
10.
Okay.
If you could be here around then, that would be fantastic.
Alright, so like 9:30.
9:30 would be perfect.
Okay.
Just wear regular clothes. Don't worry about it.
Okie dokie.
I
You
have.
done made yourself a modern art masterpiece.
I was gonna go put this in the cabinet.
Okay, you should.
Very cool.
MEK doesn't take a lot.
Awesome.
my pick.
Oh, he's got to clear out his a-hole.
Because that joke hasn't been said already tonight.
Do you know what you're doing is technically called?
Weeding?
Very good.
Why is it called weeding, Chris?
You're weeding out the vinyl.
Ah.
Watch what he does here and you'll get it.
Oh, okay.
Because that all starts as one monolithic piece of vinyl, and then you peel away that which isn't your image.
So it's like a negative.
Yes. It's a brilliant manipulation of positive and negative space.
Oh yeah, Chris, look at this bastard screw right here. That was what was trapping my SSD in its computer.
Okay.
Look how stripped to hell it is, and it looks like there's even glue on it.
There is glue on it. The blue is Loctite. It's good stuff. We like Loctite. It makes helicopters fly.
Oh, nice. Get it? That is very cool.
Keep them flying.
What did you do? Oh my god!
I'm just pulling it.
I walk up, you're the person holding it, you're getting blamed.
Joe started it.
Oh my god!
Well, see you guys hopefully
Have fun.
Saturday.
I don't understand.
See, what you gotta do is get him a position with a dog on each end.
Yeah, that's...
And let them figure out what you do.
Come on, Mackie. Come on. Grab it, Mackie. Come on. Come on. Oh.
Oh, can you take the puppies out?
Yeah.
One of them's just a little bit smarter than the other.
Varies on a minute-by-minute basis.
I was including Paul in that formula.
Grab it. Come on.
Oh, now we got it!
Come
Yay! No, now they figured out that they can. Now it's going to get interesting.
Well, they figured this out before, they just keep forgetting.
She does now.
And Mackie will never sleep again.
See, if you knew what I know about tug of war, you wouldn't be very happy.
What?
If you want to see something really cool, and I'm not going to say why I've done this because I'm not going to admit to that level of nerdery, but just do an hour of research some night when you can't sleep, which for you is like normal, on the deaths of tug of war. The number of people that have died playing tug of war.
Yeah.
It will fuck you up. Just, it's nuts the number of people that have been seriously injured and killed playing tug of war. It's a whole thing.
That's why you don't take your whole company out for a thing.
Yeah.
Also, that's why you don't do it.
Come on. We're building a rocket.
Rocket! Shut up. You had it in your head too. Now Def Leppard is playing in your head. Where's the rocket? Rocket! What? Wow.
Well, we didn't take any.
Space is hard. Hey, Moose. Who's running the 3D printers?
I would be, and I did not notice
So
that it has failed.
did you notice that this is not attached to your?
It's been a long day. Look, this
It's an ed job.
looks great.
Yeah. Rocket.
This goes under shit happens.
That rocket's not as thick as this rocket.
This is part of it.
It's part of the upper section.
Oh, I was just going with genetics, but
multi-stage
okay.
rocket.
Okay. So why does this rocket have like stuff on the side?
That's scaffolding.
It needs scaffolding?
Well, you know.
I don't think this needs scaffolding. I understand scaffolding in the world of 3D printing, but this is not a thing that needs it.
There'll be stuff.
You see, there's stuff on the side of it.
Okay.
See?
It needs scaffolding.
It's got greebling.
Yes, it does. Look, we started getting really creative.
Oh, hey.
We used up some where we had like an inch left on the.
Oh, okay.
It's gold. It's the right color.
Yeah, this is the right color. Congrats.
Boy, I'm gonna have to do that again.
Nobody's getting off. You know what happens if that doesn't work, right? Ed? You know what this particular part of the rocket is, right? This is Saturn V, I'm assuming?
That is Saturn V.
That's the parachute part, correct, Chris?
That's the escape system, yeah.
Yeah. Hooray! Kerbal space thing.
This is not a
Hi.
space thing. This is a space thing.
This is an actual newborn thing.
You mean I can't make my rocket look like a donut and go to Mars? What is Tyler? Yes.
Tyler,
Shit, here we go.
for the sake of our friendship, you must never talk to me.
I'm sorry.
So you know. I did that to somebody a while back. Oh God, I can't remember who it was. It's not my line, I picked it up, but I had a guy ask me, and it's the best response, because I do a lot of magic, and I get a lot of people who are like, how's it done, how's it done? And I had some, it wasn't Kidwell, it was somebody else, but I had somebody ask me like, how's it done? You go, for the sake of our friendship, you must never ask me that. And they don't. And it just works. I love it.
My line is it is in your best interest to not ask any further.
See, that's a German approach. What are you doing?
That's very accurate. I was going to see if I could get, because it's loose, I was going to see if I could get it to that hole, but I can't.
You know what we should do with this? Just because he needs messing with? We should load this into the weed whacker. Because it looks like weed whacker line. And if you didn't know, you wouldn't know. And we should put this in the weed whacker.
Oh my god.
It'd be funny as hell.
So those are all of our empty reels.
This is this week's empty reels in 3D printing. We're saving those, right? Okay.
No, wait, hang on.
Someday.
Hang on.
What?
3 more.
Oh.
Someday we will be able to extrude.
We have equipment-ish. It's a thing where I just need a weekend to rock out on that with Sam and Paul, and we could make it work. It's just I got 10,000 things to do. I don't have time.
Like 50, 60 gallons worth of plastic.
Oh yeah, we keep it because we're long-term plan. So what are you doing?
I did all the design work, print work. I've been helping people.
You want a nice, mellow, relaxing thing to do? Just to chill and relax?
After like
You could pick that shit up. Yeah. Or teach the dog that it tastes like candy.
Those bottles of ethylene
And then we got an extruder for vinyl.
for safety.
Yeah.
We're bringing the laptop.
Yeah, the laptop, I was gonna leave because Jerry was running
But
stuff.
tomorrow we grab the laptop.
We got the laptop and the press.
We got extras of everything.
Okay.
If that's not the case, then you get to put the pieces together.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, that one's ruined forever. Ruined forever.
We got extras of silver and extras.
What?
Black.
Yep.
Turn around. Turn around. Turn.
Hey, this
Bend
is-
over. Bend over and take it.
What are you doing?
I know, one failed, this one failed.
Great. Now you gotta come over here to the press. Yeah.
No.
Matt's just been sexually assaulted. I didn't have that pepper.
That would have been much funnier if it wasn't you that did it.
I could get Jerry to do it, but that comes with a happy ending. For him, at least.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We've got periodic words.
Periodic words
Moose
are
has figured out how to
loaded.
make synthetic diamonds. Diamond, you didn't fill it enough.
It shrunk.
That happens as the weather gets colder. Those smell like acid.
Oh yeah, this is
There you go, Jerry.
the fast cure stuff.
Wow. They're aromatic.
Why the doors open? I hear it bothers other people.
Don't do it on this material.
Go paper material.
One inch. Doing
Batman Zen.
red.
You could do this for
Not red,
hours,
not
couldn't you?
gold.
I have
It's
been,
like
and
OCD
my hand is
Ford.
starting to cramp. If I had like a giant pick to hold, I'd be happier.
Yeah?
So those boxes need to go the big one. And there were a couple of other boxes I saw here moments ago.
So this is the day. It's all prep for ComiCon.
I know.
What?
It was the one by the pool table.
You guys have fun. I will talk to you later. See you.